Today we have another comparison of two popular HF ham radios, the Icom IC-7300MK2 and the Yaesu FT-991A. A lot of people get this comparison wrong because they focus too much on specs and not enough on what they'll actually use. The IC-7300MK2 gives you a better HF-centered experience. The FT-991A gives you more radio for the money. So let's break this down in the simplest possible way and figure out which one actually deserves your money. Let's start with the biggest difference of all: what kind of radio each one is trying to be. The IC-7300MK2 is an HF 50-70 MHz radio, depending on market version, with 70 MHz only on the Europe version. And the important part is that it is clearly focused on being a better compact HF station radio than the original 7300. The Mark II adds things like HDMI output, USB-C, LAN, built-in CW decode, and dedicated RX antenna connectors. So the whole point of this radio is not do everything. The point is do HF really well while fitting better into a modern connected shack. The FT-991A takes a different approach. It gives you HF 6 meters, 2 meters, and 70 centimeters, plus 100 watts on HF, 6 meter, and 50 watts on VHF UHF. It also adds C4FM digital voice capability, which immediately makes it more attractive if you want one box that can handle both HF work and local VHF UHF activity. So right away, you can tell that the IC-7300MK2 is a better fit if your world is mainly HF and you want a more modern HF-focused station radio. At FT-991A if you want one radio to cover almost everything, including VHF and UHF. So let's move on to HF performance. If HF is your main focus, the IC-7300MK2 is the stronger pick. The original IC-7300 already had a good reputation because it made SDR-style HF operating simple and effective. The Mark II improves on that with better behavior around strong nearby signals and a cleaner overall HF experience. In plain English, it feels more like a radio meant to stay composed when the band gets busy. The FT-991A is still a good HF radio, but HF is only part of what you're paying for. It is a multi-band, multi-mode, all-in-one box, and that matters. It's very capable, but it does not feel as purpose-built for HF as the Icom does. The Icom feels more focused. The Yaesu feels more generalized. So my take here is simple. If HF performance is your biggest priority, the IC-7300MK2 is the one I'd choose. If HF matters, but you also want VHF, UHF in the same radio, the FT-991A becomes much easier to justify. Moving on, let's talk about band coverage and overall flexibility, where things change. This is the biggest strength of the FT-991A. The Yaesu gives you HF, 6 meter, 2 meter, and 70 centimeter, and that changes the buying decision a lot. If you want to work HF at home, but also want local repeaters, VHF, UHF, FM, VHF, UHF, all-mode capability, or digital voice, the FT-991A is doing all of that in one radio. That is a real advantage, not just a box-checking feature. The IC-7300MK2 does not try to compete in that way. It gives you a better HF-centered experience, but it does not replace a separate 2 meter, 70 centimeter radio. So if you buy from Icom and later decide you want full VHF, UHF capability from the desk, you're adding another rig. Now let's talk about the part that matters more and more now: digital modes and station connectivity. This is one of the strongest reasons to choose the IC-7300MK2. The Mark II gives you USB-C, dual virtual COM ports, LAN, HDMI output, and easier remote station potential. That matters if your shack includes FT8, logging software, cat control, or remote operation. It also feels much more like a radio built for the modern connected shack. The FT-991A absolutely works in a digital mode station too, but it feels more like a radio that can be integrated into that kind of setup rather than one specifically updated around it. The difference is not that the Yaesu is outdated, it's that the Icom feels more intentionally modern in this area. So if your station is very software heavy, this section leans clearly Icom. Next, let's talk about screen and usability. The FT-991A is impressive because it packs a lot into a small chassis. You get a 3.5-inch full-color touchscreen, and considering how much this radio covers, it does a good job of fitting a lot into a compact space. That compactness is part of its appeal. The IC-7300MK2 stays closer to the familiar 7300 operating style, but it now gives you one genuinely useful upgrade: HDMI output. That means you can keep the compact radio body on the desk while using a much larger external display for the scope and waterfall. For a permanent shack, that's a real quality of life feature. So in practical terms, FT-991A is impressive for how much it fits into one compact all-band radio. And the IC-7300MK2 is the better choice if you want a more comfortable long-term HF desk experience. Now let's cover the extras that can genuinely matter depending on the operator. The IC-7300MK2 adds built-in CW decode, RX antenna connectors, and an audio peak filter that can help with CW clarity. Those are not universal must-haves, but for the right HF operator, they are genuinely useful. If you care about CW, weak signal work, or a more advanced receive setup, those additions are real advantages. The FT-991A gives you C4 FM digital voice, and that is not a small extra. For some people, that feature alone is enough to swing the decision. Add the fact that it also gives you full VHF UHF coverage, and the Yaesu starts looking like the more practical radio for operators who want wider everyday use instead of a more specialized HF focus. So once again, the difference is not subtle. Icom if you want HF-specific extras, and Yaesu if you want broader operating flexibility. Now let's wrap this up in the way that actually helps someone decide. If your main goal is to get the better HF-focused radio, I'd lean towards the Icom IC-7300MK2. It gives you the more modern HF-centered package, and the upgrades actually make sense for the kind of operator who spends most of their time on HF. Better tough signal behavior than the older 7300 platform, clearer digital integration, LAN, HDMI output, CW decode, and a generally more up-to-date shack workflow. The catch is that it also tends to be a bit more expensive. So you're generally looking at a difference of roughly $150 depending on the retailer. That extra cost makes sense if HF is your main world and you'll actually use the Icom's upgrades. But if you won't really benefit from those HF-specific improvements, that premium becomes harder to justify. If, on the other hand, you want the radio that gives you the most capability for the money, the Yaesu FT-991A is the easier value pick. You still get solid HF performance, but on top of that, you also get 2 meters, 70 centimeters, 50 watts on VHF, UHF, and C4 FM digital voice, all in the same box. So even though the Icom is the more refined HF-focused choice, the Yaesu is often a better choice simply because it covers so much more while usually costing a bit less. That means for a lot of people, especially anyone who wants both HF and VHF, UHF without buying a second radio later, the FT-991A ends up being the smarter overall buy. So the easiest way to decide is this. Choose the IC-7300MK2 if you want the better, modern HF station radio and don't mind paying a bit more for it. Choose the FT-991A if you want the more versatile all-band, all-mode radio and the stronger all-in-one value. That's really what this comparison comes down to. Better HF focus versus better all-in-one flexibility.